Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Shala here. What I am going to be doing today is that I am going to be looking at four midfield targets I'm considering ahead of game week 4. What actually sparked this was the fact that Ismail Assar is facing 4 to 8 weeks out with a hamstring injury. So I'm going to go through these four players, looking at their fixtures, form, and just why I think they might be smart picks. So if you're enjoying the content, please drop a like and subscribe just so that you don't miss out on anything in the future. Anyways, let's get right into it. So the first up on my list would be Jack Grealish. It's not a surprise he's hot in form. To be fair, Everton's attack looks pretty much transformed since he started playing games. In his two starts, he's got 4 assists from 5 chances created. Even though he's not scored yet, he's had 4 shots. He's had 4 attempts on goal, and 3 of them have been in the box. So which also shows that he's getting into good areas to score. Fixtures, as you can see up on the screen, his fixture list isn't bad. He has Aston Villa away. Aston Villa at home, Liverpool away, West Ham at home, and Crystal Palace at home. So that's a decent fixture run. Villa have not been good. Liverpool's defense is also shaky. West Ham have not been good as well. Um, he's not on international duty, so he's going to be fresh for the Villa game. So, and it's not really a surprise that he's the most transferred in midfielder because he's pretty much the most informed midfielder, and he's budget friendly as well at 6.7 million. Well, so that's why I'm looking at him. So on to the next one would be Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea. So he's priced at 6.6 million. Usually not a player that I would go for, but I think you just can't ignore the fact that he's had a brilliant start to the season with 2 goals, 2 assists in 3 games, and which actually makes him currently the top scoring midfielder in FPL so far. This season he seems to have a much more attacking role. So he crashes into the box regularly, and he's converted 2 of his big chances and is also on penalties when Cole Palmer is not around. Because we saw him and Yao Pedro on the pitch, which a lot of us probably thought Yao Pedro was going to take the penalty, but he took the penalty. And their next four, I mean, the next four don't look the best on paper, but I think that you can exploit them, especially Brentford and United. Their defenses have not looked the best, so I think he can get a goal there. And also the fact that he's on set pieces, he's on corner kicks. And again, like I said, with Palmer out, which we don't know how long he'll be out for, he will be taking on penalties. So he looks like he could be good value in that mid price bracket. So next up, we go to Manchester United with Brian and Mbeumo. I picked him over Bruno first of all because he's cheaper. That's number one. And second of all, I think he has more of an upside given the fact that he plays further forward and he's not just a goal threat, but he has assist potential as well. Fixture list is a bit tricky with the next two being City and Chelsea, but he has Brentford and Sunderland right after that. Although after Sunderland, he has Liverpool as well. So 3 of the next 5 are pretty tricky. But in his first 3 games, he's had 8 shots, which 7 of them were in the box, 4 of them were on target, and 1 of them was obviously a goal. He's created 9 chances, and he does take corner kicks. And of the 8 corner kicks that he's taken, 4 of them has hit his target. So, which shows that he's pretty accurate when it comes to set piece delivery, which boosts his assist potential. Like I said earlier, compared to Bruno, he's cheaper. He's better value in my opinion. He plays for the forward. He's involved in set pieces, and that 1 million can go elsewhere, in your squad. So that's it for Brian and Bumo. Now finally, Xavi Simmons at 7 million. This one is more of a gamble simply because he's new to the Premier League. He just got signed by Tottenham, last week before the deadline, but like a week before the deadline. So he was presented at the Tottenham Stadium. He hasn't yet played a game, but we don't know if he will start in game week 4. But I do expect that once he gets settled, he should be nailed on as their number 10 or off the left. Because currently, right now, Papi Sa is the one playing the number 10 role, and Brennan Johnson is the one playing off the left. So I think I expect him to displace one of them. He has huge potential upside as well. You know, in the Bundesliga last season, he had 10 goals and 7 assists. The season before, he had 8 goals and 13 assists. So if he does hit the ground running, the upside is great. The potential for points is ridiculously high. It's more of a it's the at the moment I call it like a high risk, high reward kind of pick. So and at 7 million, like if he does hit the ground running, he is going to be a steal at that price at 7 million. And I expect that he's someone that will be much more highly owned after a few weeks, even though right now his ownership is just 0.4%. And his fixtures are fantastic. He has West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, and Leeds in his next four. I mean, I couldn't really say more about this pick. So it's a pick that I'm actually considering. I haven't made a decision, but these are just one of the four guys that I'm looking at, and he's my high risk, high reward punts that I might go for. Anyways, those are the four midfielders I on my watch list. Each of them, in my opinion, has something different to offer. Whether you want something safe like Grealish, or you want something more of a gamble like Xavi Simmons. So, that's all I have for you. Who do you have as your midfield pick? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And finally, good luck in game week 4.